Hitting rock bottom is a deeply challenging experience, but it is also an essential moment that sparks significant growth and transformation. I'll be the one that always. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelyn, and if you're new here, welcome. I post a lot of self-care videos, self-concept, self-love, transformation, beauty, and more. So if you're definitely into these type of videos, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and also hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. I'll be posting every Sunday and Wednesday, so thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. In this video, we'll be talking about hitting rock bottom, and this is something that I'm personally going through, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my real, authentic experience and also give you guys steps that I'm doing to get out of my situation, because hitting rock bottom is not fun. But you have to understand that this is really a good moment to really come back stronger and better than ever. Remember that nothing lasts forever, and this moment that you're in, this is something that's just teaching you. This is something that God, the universe, is really just trying to help you grow and become better and better. And once you get out of the situation and you look back maybe a few months, a few years from this, you're gonna be like, wow, like, that lowest point in my life really taught me how to be very resilient, really taught me how to depend on myself more, really taught me how to be more patient with the things that I wanted, the things that I desire. All right, so the first step you have to do is accept the reality, your reality, okay? You have to accept where you are. You have to accept this lowest point of your life. I know. It's hard, it's ghetto. It's like, really, like, I have to accept this is my life right now? Yes, because you don't want to go in an avoided state of just like, well, I know where I'm at right now, but like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't wanna accept it right now. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and just work on my dreams, work on my visions and all that stuff. And that's great. But what you sometimes people tend to do when they get pushed back and they get back up straight again and then they're just going straight to doing what they were doing before, they end up, when they do go ahead and get pushed back again, it's even worse than it was before because they really didn't take a moment to really reflect of their situation. And you have to take a moment of really a step back and be like, okay, wow, this is my life. Here, I'm present. This is my life right now, and I accept it. I know you're like, girl, accept it. Yes, you have to accept your situation that you're in right now. Please do not go into a denial. Please do not go into avoidance. That's really just going to keep you stuck, and that's really just your ego protecting you to not help you. Like, it's really kind of like your ego helping you to not feel the pain and the hurt and the emotion, because you're just like, oh well, like, I can't, break down right now. And you have to find a healthy moment to go ahead and break down, and that's going to go ahead and go towards my next step, is number 2, and that is really reflecting on how you got here. You need to take a step back of asking yourself questions of, okay, what decisions did I make a few months ago, a few years ago, that may have got me in this situation? Were they in my control or were they out of my control? Were there things that I was avoiding? Sometimes when you avoid something for so long, it comes to bite you in the butt, and by the time you're trying to handle it, it's like, boom, it's gone. Like, it's everything that disappeared, and you're just like, oh wow, like, I could have handled that years ago, I could have handled that months ago, but now it's at me, and I have no choice but to go ahead and handle it now. So you really need to reflect on just how you got here, and take a moment, take a few days, take a few weeks, really, take maybe even a few months to really just be like, okay, let me talk to myself. Let me analyze my situation. Let me analyze just the environment that I'm in. And for me, a few days ago, I really took in that. I kind of reflected back. Well, not kind of, I did reflected back where I was last year in September of 2023 to where I'm at now in September of 2024. And there is a big change in my life. Last year, I was in my own apartment. I had a boyfriend at the time, living with him, had my dog, was doing like my makeup career, getting in shape, healthy, just living in my luxury apartment because it was a nice apartment, okay? And now where I'm at now, I've lost the apartment. I don't have my dog anymore. I'm not in that relationship anymore. And I'm just at a point in my life where I'm just like, everything was taken away from me. Some things I did make decisions on, just like, okay, this relationship no longer serves me. And then now I moved in with my mom, and now I no longer live with my mom. I live with my sister now. And it really just had me like thinking, I'm just like, dang, like, could there be things that I could have done different? Yes. And I'm not going to put myself in that like mindset of like, oh, well, you could have done this, you could have done that. No, all I asked myself was, okay, what were the decisions that you made? Those decisions that you decided to do to, depend on a man, to live with a man, and to put a relationship before yourself, clearly it did not work out, and let's not do that again. I've lost a lot, but I've also gained more time to just work on myself and really just like pour into me. So that's what reflection's gonna go ahead and do to you. Like, it's really gonna reflect like, okay, dang, this happened, but now guess what? I can do this. So definitely reflect on just, once again, just how you got here. And this just may take a few days, may take a few weeks. Really take your time with it. This is not something you want to rush, because if you rush this and then you go back, doing the same thing you were doing before, or you change it up a little bit and then you hit rock bottom again, you're gonna be even worse than you were before. And this is why I'm saying, like, take your time with all of these steps that I'm gonna go ahead and give you. After you have done the acceptance of your reality, reflecting on how you got here, this is the time where you start to set small but achievable goals. This is where you have to get really realistic of what you think and know you can accomplish. I really started to realize, okay, I need to really prioritize my health, and what can I do every day, something really, really small to really prioritize my health. So taking my supplements, drinking my water. It doesn't have to be a gallon a day. It could be 64 fluid ounces of water, which I try to drink. I try to drink 64 or 80 ounces every day of water. Going out walking, literally. Now I'm really am like marking little stuff every day that I can go ahead and achieve on a daily basis, or even on a weekly basis, of me just getting up every day at 6 a.m. or just trying to get up. Some days I wake up at 7, some days I wake up at 8, some days I actually wake up at 6, and I'm just like, okay, well, you did it this day, okay, let's go ahead and try to do it the next day. So definitely, this is where you have to really get to like know yourself, and this is gonna be like a trial and error. It really is. All of this is gonna be a trial and error, but once you go ahead and just get there, and you like, not even just get there, but once you go ahead and just do it daily, this is really just where repetition comes in. You're gonna get there. You're gonna get to that goal that you have for yourself. I'm gonna get to my weight loss goal, and it's not even just my weight loss goals. It's really just like me being more healthy, me being more, more alive, more taking better care of my body. That's a really, really big goal for me, but I have to break it down. Another small achievable goal for me is to pray every day. Pray and also meditate. That is something that, as I'm trying to like really renew my mind and really take out old beliefs and old habits like out and start implementing new ones. But I had to break that down. So I'm like, okay, about we pray every day? Like, let's pray for 2 to 3 minutes every day. Let's meditate for 5 minutes every day, morning and night. If you can do it at least once a day, that's great, Ev-Lynn. But let's try to do it like morning and night. Where you're at right now, at your lowest point, hitting rock bottom, this is very an overwhelming time, and you don't want to like go after those huge big goals that you have. Really set something small, like, oh wow, like dang, I did this, like all right, I know I could do this, I know I could do that, and it just keeps going and keeps going, and then next minute you're out of your situation, you're out of your lowest point, you're in a whole new environment, you're in a whole new setting. So yes, definitely set small achievable goals. All right, my fourth thing would be is to seek help. This is kind of like something that I don't know if it's hard for you guys, because I know some people they'll go running for help, okay? But for me, I'm getting to a point where I understand that I'm not Superwoman. I'm not always the strongest. I'm not always the wisest. And there's things that I need help on. There's things. Seeking help is not something that makes you weak. It actually makes you even stronger, because you know, you have the awareness that you're not some superhero. You're not Superman, Superwoman, whatever. Like, you are a human being, and there's situations that may break you, and you need someone to go ahead and help. And you know, this could just be seeking out to a family member, a friend, a colleague, a professional, like a therapist, a mentor. But it's not always people. Sometimes seeking out help, like watching a YouTube video like this, listening to podcasts, going out walking, listening to nature, like that is helpful to a certain extent. That is. You know, even like reading books, like that is helpful. Like even watching movies, like I was watching Alice in the Wonderland last night, and that movie is really, really, really deep. Like, it's deeper than I realized when I was a kid. Because I'm gonna go a little rant right now. You gotta understand that Allison grew up in a world, in like a society of just where she was expected to do this, she was expected to do that, and so I watched it last night because I was listening to one of my favorite YouTubers, Real Talk with Yanni, and she brought that up, and I was just like, let me watch the movie again. And I watched it, and I was just like, oh, she really went deep into herself. She really was going in to just really break herself out of just what society wanted for her. And when she got out of that rabbit hole, she started making decisions. She was like, I'm not doing this. Y'all need to stop doing that. This is my life. I'm gonna do it this way. And she settled with, being a captain with her career. And that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes, like, you can just watch movies or shows, and it really just kind of like snaps you back. Like, dang, like, okay, let me go deeper. Let me go deep down in this rabbit hole in myself and really figure out things that, that I like about myself, things that I don't, things that I want to accept, things that I don't want to accept. Like, let me go in. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I know I went on a rant again, but no, that's a really good movie. Next final step, my next final tip is you need to literally embrace this change that you're in and believe in yourself that you can make it out. Everything else that I said earlier was just accepting your reality, reflecting on yourself, setting small achievable goals, seeking help. That is wonderful. That is great. That is literally all part of it. But this one right here, embrace change and believe that you can overcome the situation. 100%, 10 toes, be like, you know what? I've accepted it. I've reflected. I'm doing these small goals. I'm seeking out help. But guess what? I know I can get out of this. I know I can make it through. I know I'm going to be stronger and better. I know I'm going to be more happier, healthier, wiser, more mature, whatever the case may be, whatever the situation is teaching you, you are going to become better. And you know that you can get yourself out of this. And this is something that I feel every day with myself, and I'm trying not to get emotional. Anytime I feel something I'm talking about, I kind of get a little bit emotional because I can feel it. Like my body's just like, but I just know that I can get myself out of this with the help of God, with the help of like, other people, really with the help of myself. Like I know that this is not something I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. No, this is literally something at my point. This is something that's part of my journey. And I'm going to look back and be like, you know what? I'm so grateful that I went through this. I'm so grateful that I did this and I made those decisions because it really taught me more about myself. And this is where you really you don't be so hard on yourself. You got to understand that the things that you do, the things and just how you operate, it's all part of just you. It's all part of your journey. And instead of you just going into like a victim mental state or just, blaming other people, really just like cut that all off and just be like, you know what? I'm here. I've reflected. I'm doing these goals. I'm seeking out help. But guess what? I'm going to get myself out of this. This situation is going to turn. The tides are going to turn for me. I'm going to be in my winning season in very, very soon. And this is just builds up that momentum for you to just keep going, because you have to have faith in yourself. You have to really like believe in yourself every single day. Like the fact that you believe in your job, that your job's going to pay you every week, every 2 weeks, the fact that you believe that, when you drop your kids off to school, the school's going to make your kids safe and all that extra stuff. You need to believe in yourself. You need to really pour into yourself and have that same faith that they're going to be better for you, because you literally pour into yourself every day. You believe in yourself, and it's not something that I tell myself every day. This is something that I feel inside. You have to feel it. This is not, you can do the affirmation. That's great. I honestly think affirmations are really, really important. I need to get back doing that. But this is something I feel inside every day inside of me. Okay, so you need to get there. You need to feel it, because that's what really just drives you to just do the steps to get yourself out of your situation. And you're gonna look back at your life and be like, wow, I'm grateful for this. And I feel like I'm now looking like even like further things that has happened to me. I'm looking back at it and be like, you know what, I am grateful for that, because it's teaching me where I'm at now, to be more patient, to not rush, to listen to God more, listen to my intuition more, so definitely, thank you, definitely keep going. Do not give up on yourself. And this situation, once again, it is temporary. If you have made it so far in this video, I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for watching. Definitely go ahead and give your comments down below of just what you're doing to get yourself out of the situation, or if you've hit rock bottom, what advice you can go ahead and give me or the people who are watching down there in this the comment down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. I'll be always.